News Defense.
The Philippine Navy is advancing with its project to acquire Fast Attack Interdiction Crafts with Missiles, FAIC-M, as part of Phase 2 of the Re-Horizon 3 Modernization Program under the Revised Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program, RAFPMP. The project outlines the acquisition of 10 new Fast Attack Interdiction Crafts equipped with missile systems to enhance the country's defense and security capabilities in its littoral zones, particularly in the sensitive tri-border areas with Indonesia and Malaysia, as well as in the South China Sea, including the Kalayaan Island Group. This initiative follows the Philippine Navy's ongoing efforts to modernize its fleet, which includes the retirement of the Tomas Batilo-class Fast Attack Crafts, a South Korean version of the Chamshori class, which have been out of active service since 2021. The acquisition of these new boats, designed to strengthen the Navy's effectiveness in rapid interdiction and defense operations, aligns with the broader goals of the Modernization Program. The new FAIC-M boats are expected to be equipped with advanced systems, including the Rafael Typhoon Mk.30C remote-controlled weapon station armed with a 30mm Mk.44 Bushmaster 2 autocannon, and the Typhoon MLS-NLOS missile launcher, capable of launching short-range surface-to-surface Spike-NLOS missiles. The acquisition plan, signed by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in 2024, allocates a total budget of 16 billion pesos for the procurement of the 10 new boats, an increase from the 10 billion pesos allocated in 2020 for the initial acquisition of 9 boats. This budget increase accounts for inflation, as well as the cost of local construction of the boats at the Philippine Navy's naval shipyard in Cavite, in addition to the increased number of missile systems and spare parts required. Phase 2 of the project is also expected to include the acquisition of weapons, ammunition, and potentially system integration, with separate contracts likely to be signed for the boats, weapons systems, and ammunition. As part of the Re-Horizon 3 phase of the revised AFP Modernization Program, RAFPMP, the Philippine Navy has set a requirement for 10 new Fast Attack Interdiction Crafts with Missiles, FAIC-M. These vessels aim to enhance the defense and security of the country's littoral zones, including the tri-border area with Indonesia and Malaysia, as well as the West Philippine Sea, particularly the Kalayaan Island Group. The Fast Attack Interdiction Craft with Missiles, FAIC-M, acquisition project is a continuation of an earlier modernization effort but is now being implemented separately. This project was introduced under the Re-Horizon 3 program to expand the number of fast interdiction crafts, thereby improving the Navy's overall capabilities and addressing rising security threats. Initially, the Littoral Combat Force sought funding for this project under the fiscal year 2025, FY 2025 budget. However, due to budget constraints and a reduction in the program funding allocated for the AFPMP, the project was not included. The Navy is now considering alternative funding mechanisms to expedite its implementation. The Philippine Navy has been in search of a new fast patrol boat to replace its aging fleet of Tomas Batilo class, South Korean Chamshori class, Fast Attack Crafts, which were decommissioned in 2021. This led to the selection and acquisition of the Israeli-designed Shaldig Mk.V Fast Attack Craft, manufactured by Israel shipyards. These boats were procured under the FAIC-M acquisition project as part of the second list of the Horizon 2 phase of the revised AFP Modernization Program. A total of 9 vessels were procured under a PHP 10 billion contract, equipping all units with Rafael Typhoon Mk.30C remote-controlled weapon stations, RCWS, armed with 30mm Mk.44 Bushmaster 2 autocannons. Additionally, each vessel features 2 mini Typhoon RCWS armed with 12.7mm M2 heavy machine guns. 4 of these boats are also outfitted with Rafael Typhoon MLS-NLOS missile launchers, enabling them to fire Spike-NLOS short-range surface-to-surface missiles. The procurement of ammunition and system integration is expected to be handled separately from the acquisition of the vessels themselves. Given that the Philippine Navy already operates the Shaldig Mk.V fast patrol boats, designated as the Acero class in its fleet, it is logical to continue using the same platform for additional units to ensure operational uniformity. The same principle applies to the weapons systems. As of now, this new FAIC-M project has not been approved for funding under the program funding of the AFP Modernization Program for FY 2025. It remains uncertain whether it will be included under unprogrammed funding, which is contingent upon additional financial resources from the national government. Another option under consideration is for the Philippine Navy to initiate the project using its capital expenditure, CapEx, funding from the General Appropriations Act, GAA, for FY 2025. This approach would allow the Navy to proceed with the acquisition by allocating an initial 10% of the total project cost to kickstart implementation. However, further developments depend on financial availability and government prioritization.